Erin and Nadia, finished very close to each other on the rankings last year. Nadia 8th position, Erin Brooks with a victory in the final event of the season last year, getting herself to 9th position. So they're two of those surfers knocking on the door of a CT spot and well positioned at the moment, Laura, at the top end of the Challenger Series ranks.
Dives first.
It's going to be Erin Brooks, who's made a habit of dropping big numbers on the opening ride of each of her heats, except for in the quarterfinals. But she did grind her way to the victory there, and she's going to get off to a quick, flashy start there against Nadia. It's a replay of a quarterfinal heat. These two surf against each other in the finals.
Yeah, love this little late takeoff for Erin. Just getting into the lip there. So fast, so whippy, and then finishes off here. A bit of a lump in the wave, but rides out, and that'll be nice to just kick off her heat here. And I just, like you said, the speed of Erin Brooks, it feels unmatched, and she's had this as one of her sort of her power plays since she was, she's still so young, but
one of the big goals that Erin Brooks had in mind, she wasn't able to achieve. So Nadia's getting a couple of little wins over Erin as well, or at least just maintaining. The outboard motor started kicking into gear, just scrambling to potentially get into position. She's too deep. Nadia swings down the line. Big section standing up. Goes for the huge float. Was late to the section though, never really got on top of it.
Chunk out of her neck, which was pretty gnarly, and she still managed to get an 8-point ride after.
Oh, well positioned on a good looking wall here. Erin Brooks already has a 7, only has room for one turn, but she is so fast up into the lip.
That was so whippy. It was super impressive. 20 times faster than when she was doing this bottom turn. Watch this. Loads up and just snaps on out. It's just super impressive.
It's exactly that. She coils up, hits the lip, kinks the knee and kicks the tail out, and it reminds me a bit of Coco Ho's snaps. Just really tight. She can get so fast and get this low center of gravity.
Yeah, that's a really good call.
It's really special and fun to watch.
And just with the highlights Taro had earlier on, that was a difficult heat, and he's come out on top. Smart tactical game plan. Cool to hear him identify from the post-heat interview that Taro likes to, free himself up and free surf, and he just took it away.
Yeah, that is super impressive to me. Like, obviously we know, we'll get back to that, Nadia.
Yeah, loading up, trying to get herself in this heat. It's more of the same, that tricky float, and a couple of times now just sort of come out of that more on a toe side rail than on a balanced. Erin Brooks has started with a couple of solid numbers. Just something she's been able to do through most of her heats down here at Sydney is apply pressure early on. Nadia is just struggling to put it together out here at the moment. A number of falls.
It was hard for her to be aggressive because she doesn't really like doing that naturally, but you got to do it, and she's proud that she's able to do it.
Well, it looks like she relishes to that fiery approach. She's just been so in the face of her rivals. It's worked out well for her. Sometimes there can be with someone so young and older competitors. I think their excuse for being outdone performance-wise and outdone competitively is to say someone is disrespectful. But if an elder does it to you, you respect the way they compete.
Yeah.
So I actually love that Erin take away the better scoring opportunities, and she sees one here. So doesn't want Nadia to get back into it. Loads up, has some space, goes to the reverse, hanging on for the finish.
Yeah.
She sticks it. Gets out in front of that white water.
Wow.
And this is what this young superstar can do. She doesn't necessarily need to take to the air to drop good numbers on you, but give her some space, give her a section, and she will take flight.
Wow. Oh my goodness. She wants to compete and she wants to do these in her heat. So let's look at this. Coils up, and we've seen her do it in the wave pool. We've seen her do it in the ocean, but this is maybe the first time we've seen her bring it to the world stage of competition.
So sick. It was so amazing. She's had 2 hero moments in both these 2 first Australian events. Obviously the crazy hero moment, the 10 up on the Gold Coast, backhand tube riding, and now she's taken to the air here.
Semi-final, quarter-final, semi-final in 3 contests is really impressive. And really probably only one surfer more consistent, and that's Erin Brooks, who's gone 1, 1,
One
and
or
at
two.
worst,
Oh.
second or
Wow.
first again.
Wow.